8 trigrams. 2 palms. 4 palms. 8 palms. 16 palms.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy the Real Quinn Jr. and I'm back with another video on Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker. As you know, the Nagato DLC released about 2 weeks ago, and we got a new meta going on with the flag builds. People have been using Chikushodo to be invisible and grab the flag, you know, and you won't even notice when they got it. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all counters for this and showing y'all how y'all could possibly combat this jutsu. But, I mean, anyways, you already know. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the bell notifications so you can know whenever I post new videos. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so before we can counter the jutsu, you need to actually know what it does. So basically, Chikushodo is a jutsu that you get from the new Nagato DLC, and basically what it does to summoning, and when you summon it, it makes your body invisible and enemies cannot lock onto you. So you can understand how annoying this would be at flag battle. They can sneak behind you, get your flag, and since you can't lock onto them, you can't even really hit them with a jutsu because your jutsu's not going to aim, it's just not even going to see them. And then the flag is actually invisible when you move with Chikushodo, so you still can't see the flag. And this jutsu lasts a decent amount of time. It lasts for about 10 seconds, so you're invisible for a pretty decent amount of time, and you can get pretty far with that amount of time. So the jutsu that we're going to be utilizing to counter Chikushodo is going to be the Byakugan. And this is a jutsu that you get from the Hinata DLC, and basically what the Byakugan does, it gives your CAC clairvoyance. It also does this to your team, and it allows you basically to see the chakra points of the enemies around you, so you can see through walls and you can see the chakra points flowing through the character. This also increases your attack power and your health recovery for a short amount of time. And this jutsu has a pretty pretty fast cooldown, so you can use the Byakugan about every 10 seconds, so, you know, that's pretty good. So basically when you see the clip, the point of Chikushodo, it makes you invisible, and you see right here, you literally can't even see your opponent. Like, you might, if you got good eyes, you might be able to see a little bit, but I was able to get snuck up on. So the difference here is, whenever you use the Byakugan, it will allow you to see your opponent, but you still can't lock on. So you see right here, I missed my attack, but right here I'm actually able to hit him because I can see him, I can see the chakra points. But like I said, the only thing that sucks about this is even though that you can see their chakra points, whenever Chikushodo is activated, you still can't lock on to them, which is the only downfall. So since you can't lock on, this is where the second jutsu that you see me running in this video comes into play, which is the super weight and boulder, because this jutsu has a very wide range. So if you use the Byakugan to get sight of your opponent using Chikushodo, and then you use the super weight and boulder, then you'll be able to hit them for sure. And what super weight and boulder does, basically, it slows down your ninjutsu cooldown time, and it also slows down your action speed, and I believe it slows down the charging of your secret technique also. So, you know, you're slowing down your opponent because Chikushodo already makes them move slower. So when you add this on top of it, they're not really going to be able to get anywhere with the flag. And even if you can't physically hit them, somebody, you know, they're not going to make it to the flag before you can stop them. So even though I'm not the biggest fan of Hero Festival, that was the best way for me to actually get gameplay of this working against Nagato's DLC, just because I knew people are going to be spamming them. So you see right here, I end up going against a Nagato person who's using it, and it works pretty well. But I mean, honestly, this guy, he kind of washed me up because he was kunai spamming me, and I just, the stock things you get with Hinata don't really just do too well against Nagato. But you can see right here, I'm actually able to move around. I can see him, and everything's going well. So the only downfall of this, especially when it's coming to like a flag battle, is unless you just see the opponent like activating Chikushodo in front of you, you're not really going to know if they're already, you know, if Chikushodo's already activated and they're already running towards your flag. So like the only indicator that's going to give you that they're taking the flag is you're going to see the meter start changing, and if you don't see nothing sitting on the base, then you know that somebody's using Chikushodo. Same thing goes for base battle. you're not going to be able to really notice that they're taking the base until they're already there, unless you activate Byakugan luckily and you see them coming to your base. So this jutsu is going to work better more in maybe a defending case, you know, you defending the base or defending the flag, compared to, like, you know, actually out in the open in the action. But yeah, when I tried to queue up into quick matches, I didn't really get to do a lot of flags or anything like that, so I didn't end up running into anybody running Chikushodo. So the best way for me to show it was with Hinata. But, you know, if you're in a quick match or something, definitely I would suggest, you know, maybe having the super weight and boulder, which would, you know, allow you to slow that person down. Because, like I said, even when the Byakugan is activated, your tracking's not going to be good because you're not going to be able to lock onto them. And, you know, which could be something they may update later on into the game, you know, so, you know, make it a little bit easier for you to counter this jutsu. But right now, this is all we got. And the fact that this jutsu allows your opponents, well, I mean, your teammates that have Byakugan also, everybody can see the guy using Chikushodo. So, I mean, y'all can all team up on him, and eventually one of your hits will land. As far as the Shirado, I mean, I don't really have any counters for that in this video. I mean, honestly, the easiest way to counter that is just going to be to seal your opponent's ninjutsu. That's the easiest way to deal with any jutsu in this game. Just seal their ninjutsu or reset their cooldown, and then you really don't have to worry about it anymore. But alright, YouTube, so that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully this counter to Shirado, well, not Shirado, Chikushodo, allows you to better, you know, help your team in flag battle. I mean, using the Byakugan for one of your jutsu, I mean, you know, you could use a whole lot of other things that could be a lot more useful, especially if you don't end up running into somebody running Chikushodo. But I mean, if this, you know, people continue running this jutsu, it's going to be pretty hard to honestly counter it without having Byakugan on, because you're not going to know if they're near your flag or not, or near your base. But let me know what other, you know, jutsus y'all want me to counter. You know, I'll definitely be evaluating these DLCs as they come out, and, you know, seeing if some of these jutsus are being used into the new meta, and I'll give y'all counters as I get the counters. And, you know, like I said with the Shirado, your best bet is just going to be sealing it away. But thank y'all for tuning in today. Like I said, if this is your first time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notification if this video was useful for you and you want to see more videos like this. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm going to see y'all next time. We got weekly content, so make sure y'all stay tuned. We up.